Hello guys, this is me Hari. In this video, we'll be checking about the third program of a web lab. So the program is write a JavaScript code that displays text growing with increasing font size in interval of 100 milliseconds in red color, and then the font size reaches 50 pixels. It displays text shrinking in blue color. Then the font size should decrease up to 5 pixels. So this is our program. Let's check out how to do it. Uh, uh, if you're not seen my previous videos, please check out that video. In that video, I've explained the requirements like PHP and terminal and browser. All about that I've explained in the previous video. Please check that one out. Now we'll go with the writing for the third program. So open your terminal. In that, to make this video even more shorter, I'm going to use Sublime Text, but you guys have to use VI Editor or VIM or gedit. Any one of these is permitted. So let's start the this particular uh, file. I'm going to name it as. So I'll just open this one in Sublime first. So open Sublime Text. This one I'm going to create a new file. So I'm going to name it as prg3.html. So the file has been created. Now let's initialize the HTML boilerplate. In this one, I'm going to give the title as JavaScript. Grow shrink. We just create a, a center tag. In that center tag, we'll be defining a p tag. So this p tag will be the change that will be saying. So I'll create an ID t. So we can use this ID and uh, JavaScript. So on load, we're going to link it to a function that is a JavaScript function start. Now we'll start writing a JavaScript. So to write JavaScript, as I told before, you have to use a tag called a script tag. Inside the script tag, we'll be writing a JavaScript. So first, let's create variables such as c is equal to 0, and then c is equal to 0, then t1. Then we start writing the function start. Here t1 is equal to window interval set interval will define a function. It takes two parameters. One is function, and then one is the time in milliseconds. So 100 milliseconds is what they've asked us to do. So I'm going to create a function increment incr. This function in future will be increasing the size of the text. So t1 is basically just the timer. That's what we're going to do here. Then let's create one more function, that is the increment function, size increase function. And inside the size increase function, we'll define a few variables that we have already set. C is equal to c plus 1, and t dot inner html equals text growing. So the C will be set to 0. Uh, each time the function runs, it will be incremented and C will be increased. That's what we are planning to do. And from 5 to 50, the number will be shown uh, like simultaneously, continuously. So t dot style dot font size equals C plus window dot status equals C. Now we're going to write the condition that's going to do all this stuff. So C is greater than equal to 50, window dot clear timeout T1 alert text will not shrink. And T1 equals window. Now we have to define the second part, that is the size has to decrease. So the text will now shrink. So I have not now shrink. So what happens is like after the size reaches 50 pixels, the size has to, after the warning, when we click the alert, then the size has to start reducing to 5 pixels until 5 pixels. So that's what we're going to write now. So we're going to, as I told, set interval takes two parameters, that is one function and then the time. We're going to keep the same time limit, that is 100. trc, I'm going to create a function here. Then I'm going to set the color of this particular inner.html t to uh, red. Color equals red. So let's write the second function, that is function drc. This is a function that we're going to write. C is equal to C minus 1. So the condition here checks, as you saw here, until the number is greater than, until the number reaches 50, this function is going to run. Similarly here, until the number is equal to 5, from 0, so from 50 it has to reduce to 5. Until then, this particular function will be running. So we'll write the same. init.html equals, you have to write something like this, text. In place of growth, we'll just make it shrinking, and then we have to show the pixel, that is current pixel now. So just use a C which will be holding the pixel value, and then style dot font size equals C plus pixel value. Yeah. So window dot status equals C. Now we're going to write the condition that's going to check for the function and function values and make it run. So until the condition uh, until C becomes 5, the function will be looping. So from 50 it has to minus 1 at for 100 milliseconds. So for each 100 milliseconds, one value from the C will be reduced. So similarly, until it reaches 5, the function will be running. Windows start, clear timeout, set to T1. This is going to get cleared here. This is going to get cleared. So to avoid it running several times, we use this clear. Then if we're going to define the color, that was we needed it as blue, so we're going to do that thing. We'll set it to blue, and yeah, that's it. So the program is completed. Now the program is completed. We'll start the server, and we'll try to see the output. So php-s localhost port 3000. So we should see these developer server started. Now we have to just open our browser, then type local localhost 3000. We'll see something like this. This means that this server has started. Inside this, we have given program of 3 HTML. It reaches 50, and then we get a message like this. And when we press OK, so it starts thinking. Yes. So that's how it happens. When you click it, when you reload the page again, it goes up to 50, and then we get a message, an alert, and then we press OK. It shrinks down back to 5 pixels. So to verify it, we'll just zoom in. So it's 5 pixels. So thank you for watching. Peace.